Happy Sunday evening, everyone. Good evening, good evening. We're just going to wait for a bunch of people to hop on. I'm hoping that people can, thank you, Kim. I'm hoping that people can join us. Those of you that have been joining for a little while know that Loki, my cat, hello, Carolina. Loki, my cat, sometimes likes to join, and he's being very active today. Oh, good. Kim is joining us right now. So Loki might hop in and out here a little bit. We'll see what happens. We'll get Kim up here. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I got my bracelet on today, especially today,
I
protecting
love it.
myself, my energy.
So perfect.
Yeah. How are you doing? How's your Sunday going?
It's amazing. I don't know about you, but we've had beautiful weather here in Ohio. It's been like 65. I was actually just looking at myself before this and I realized I
I'm
just
so
got a tan.
jealous. I'm so
No, don't
jealous
be
of that
jealous of
tan.
sunburn. Don't be jealous.
It's colored though. Oh,
Yeah.
we had nice weather. I will be honest though, I kind of just like slept around in the house all day. I was so tired, but we've we had nice weather last week. Then this week was freezing again. I said, no, 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 we cannot revert back to winter. Like it's daylight savings. We need to go forward. Like no, no, no. But it seemed to be kind of nicer today. So I'm hoping that means that we're on the up and up.
It
So
should be coming your way, right? Anything we get, you
yeah.
should get, I think.
I'm hoping. I'm
Yeah,
hoping because I really just want to be out biking and walking and all that. So
definitely. I'm ready for spring.
for sure. How are you doing? How was your last week?
It was good.
Yeah.
Just
Good.
adjusting here.
Well,
Yeah,
tell, I
you
guess,
know.
tell the, I know you're on your live and my live, and this will be shared both, but tell everybody kind of what you do because, I adore you. So tell everyone what you
Oh,
do.
I adore you too. So, I'm a jewelry designer, creator, and energy guide. I've been making jewelry for well over 20 years, so I'm definitely dating myself, probably 25 years now. And a couple of years ago, I was introduced to Reiki. I had a Reiki session done. It like blew me away. And it actually got me back to making jewelry because I had taken a hiatus for a long time, like
Yeah.
5 or 7 years, and it had been missing. So it actually brought me back to that. And I loved it so much that I got certified so that I could actually incorporate Reiki into my jewelry. So what I offer is geometric designs, based off of sacred geometry, and I add Reiki intention to it. So you get an extra boost of energy healing along with the gemstones and everything that are included.
And what did I tell you? So I purchased a set of crystals from Kim, and then I also this beautiful bracelet that I have on. And what did I tell you when I first opened the box? I was like, Kim, I don't know if this is typical, but I felt so good just opening that box. I hadn't even opened my packaging of like each piece, and I truthfully, and I don't BS anyone. I
Yeah.
I truthfully felt it. Like I felt good like receiving it. I don't know if it was also just like your aura too. Like I truly felt that when I like opened it up.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think, the more you're open to it, right? Just open to the idea of crystal energy healing and I know you are, we've talked
Yeah.
about it. Plus you're, empathetic to where you're an empath to where you actually feel things very strongly. I'm
Yes.
not surprised, but it definitely excites me that you said that. So, oh,
Yeah.
there's Loki.
Yeah, there he is. He's passing up today. But yeah, that you're right, and that's what it is. I'm a big empath, so like especially working
Yeah.
with you was so important for me to like learn about what you do, just because this one we said the right it's protecting my energy, and that's something I have to be not have to. I'm working on my language change, but I
Yes.
want to be more mindful of my own energy, just because, especially as a therapist, being able to help other people, and then as a business coach helping other women, right? Like there's so many emotions all the time that we experience in the world, so making sure that I'm protecting myself has been crucial and key so far this year. So I was really happy to like work with you and purchase from you because your
Oh,
work is absolutely beautiful. Whoever's not following Kim yet, please make sure to do so because She got some beautiful stuff. You know I adore
Feeling the
you.
love. I love you too.
You have beautiful stuff, and you always have such beautiful like tips and things too, like on your page. And I think that that's what's so unique and special about you too, is that you always just like pour back into others and give people advice. So
I'm
that's
blushing, but
good.
you can't tell because it looks like sunburn.
Listen, I'm so jealous of the sunburn. I'm telling you, I want gorgeous weather.
Well,
One
I
of the
love what you
things,
said about protecting your energy because there is so much going on right now, just with like obviously circumstances. And I know
yeah,
a lot of people are really feeling the weight of everything that's going on. And a lot of times that energy might not be ours.
yeah,
You can feel it from watching the news, which is a big thing. You can feel it from like you talking with your clients or just talking with a friend, talking with other people. And as they're talking about negative things, which is obviously all of the news, it really starts to make it feel like it's yours. And that
yeah.
really like starts to bring you down. So I know when you and I talked on the free
You get the
30-minute
call.
call, that was really what you wanted to focus on. So I definitely wanted to kind of talk about your root chakra with you today. I thought that would be
Yeah.
good to focus
Oh,
on and
absolutely.
talk about how you can like ground and help release some of
I
that
love
energy
that.
that is not yours, that you don't need to be carrying around.
I love that, and I think that'll be a big one too for the people that joined in. I think it's always good to like reset yourself for all like Sunday night, right, for like the week ahead. So I think that that's awesome. One thing before we even go into that, I appreciate that you said like when you're watching the news and taking on that energy. One of the things people are skeptical. You know, I'm a therapist and I do it via telehealth, and people at first were a little bit skeptical. To the idea of seeing someone virtually and how can you really get those feelings and emotions and feel that, but you can, especially if you know that you're feeling that from the news, that people
Mm-hmm.
aren't talking to us, right, and like having a
Right.
conversation. It's definitely been helpful to like heal others in that way and help them to become more independent on their own and grow from that. So I appreciate that you said that, because I think it opens more people up to the idea of being able to connect with others in any means possible, you know.
Absolutely. I mean, think about
Yeah.
watching a movie, right? If you watch a
Yeah.
movie and you get the feelings of what you're seeing. I mean, being
Yeah.
able to do what you do via Zoom,
Yeah.
it's just, I love that because now you can reach so many more people, and
Right.
there really isn't a difference of being able to help somebody virtually. So I love
No.
that you're
Yeah.
doing that.
Thank you. Thank you for validating it.
Totally. You
Yeah.
can do energy healing that way too. So it's really the same. You can do energy healing virtually. You could do energy healing without even having video, which
Oh,
blows my mind.
yeah.
That's actually possible, but it is. So for
Hmm.
anyone watching that isn't quite sure about that, I just wanted to say, like with what you do, Andrea, it's absolutely possible to work with people
Yeah. Thank you.
via
Yeah.
Zoom.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where do you want to, I guess, start? What's the best place to start for the chakra and grounding ourselves
Yeah,
tonight?
well, let's talk about the root chakra, because when you and I talked, that was something that you were concerned with, which was just that anxiety and feeling
Yeah.
other people's energy. So I just wanted to focus on that one chakra. And for
Yeah.
anybody watching who doesn't even know what a chakra is yet, we have 7 energy centers in our body that go from the top of our head down to the base of our spine.
Right.
We're just going to focus on one of these, but these are energy centers that allow us to pull energy from outside of us into our body. It touches our emotions, it touches physical, it touches spirit, all those things. I feel like the easiest, I'll call them symptoms to feel, tend to be, in my mind, like the emotional ones. So if you're feeling anxiety or you're just feeling like really overwhelmed, we're
Yeah.
all pretty in tune to that. There's also physical symptoms that you could feel with your chakras too.
Mm.
So with your root chakra, which is at the base of your spine, you might feel like lower back pain. You might feel pain like down your legs. And that could also be a symptom that that chakra, which pulls
It's off.
energy, could be blocked or
Yeah.
off. And it's just something that, you might want to consider like balancing. And there's different
Realign.
things that
Yeah.
you could do. I mean, it could be as simple as go outside without your shoes on and step in the grass, like get your feet in the dirt,
Yeah.
because the
Physically.
energy from the earth is very grounding.
Right. Huh. I love that. I
So
love that idea,
yeah,
especially as it gets warmer out. That's a nice one to go
yeah,
out and do, you know? Yeah, I
it's
think
not as
for
fun when
me,
it's cold.
yeah, but it's a good wake up.
True,
um,
true.
yeah, I think definitely for me, like being able to ground myself, I've been very intentional about that in the morning, especially too, because I notice if I don't ground myself, and sometimes it's not even so much as anything major, right? I shared recently, like on our therapy connection page, just
Mhm.
being able to even just breathe like this to recenter myself, right? Like to get myself like
Yes.
almost pulled in so that I can do the things that I'm doing. Otherwise, my mind can go in 1,000 different places. You know, it's very easy for it to do that. And I'm sure like a lot of people have felt that and the weight of that even in the past year, you know? So being able to ground myself in the morning before I even start my day,
Mhm.
Loki's being wild right now. Um, and then grounding myself again before even I go to bed at night, or even like we're doing tonight, Sunday evening, to set myself up and like my intentions for the week. You need to ground
He
yourself.
needs to be grounded.
He's so wild today. And that's the thing too, is like sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, does he feel my energy? He probably does, you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Pets definitely feel our energy for sure.
He missed me. I wasn't with him last night, so he missed me.
Oh, yeah.
What would you say is a good grounding? I know I have a few of my own, but I love when especially my viewers learn from other people. What's
Mhm.
something helpful for grounding when you're feeling anxious in the moment? What's something that our viewers can kind of do?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, so my favorite, obviously, I am into jewelry and I'm into crystals. My favorite is working with crystals, and it can
Right.
be as easy as having crystals in your space around you, or like you said, like meditating, like really focusing on your breath, and you can hold a grounding crystal at the same time, because you'll get the benefit of that energy as you're focusing on your breath. So I just grabbed a few to share with your audience.
Yes, please.
Before I do that, though, one other thing I wanted to say about feeling ungrounded in the root chakra is that our root chakra is all about safety and security, like feeling
Mm.
safe and stable. And that could be anything ranging from, relationships, from money, from like, do I have a
Work from
home,
anything.
a roof
Yeah.
over my head? So all those things, that's kind of like our fight or flight.
Protectors.
I didn't
Yeah.
I didn't mention that, so I just wanted to do that really quick.
No, I appreciate you saying that too, right? Because that anxious feeling over
Mhm.
not being safe. Safe is also determined per person, right? So like it's
Yes.
not of like a value that everyone places on things. And I think it's too like the determining factor for yourself, and no one can tell you what that is too. So I think that that's big. I appreciate that you shared that.
Yeah, and when we're feeling anxious and overwhelmed, we tend to be living in our head, right? Our root chakra is at the base. It's
Yeah.
down close to the ground, and when it's not open and flowing energy through there, it's because we're living in our head. And I know you
Yeah.
know this, it better than anybody, that all of those things that swirl in our head, 99% of them are lies, but
No,
that's
yeah, they're
what's
not
happening.
real.
It's like these stories we're telling
Yes.
ourselves on repeat. So
Yep.
the whole goal of like your root chakra and bouncing that energy is to get out of your head
Yep.
and get down to the ground, in essence. So breathing is a great one. I know I saw your video on that the other day. I absolutely loved it, and I did it with you, so thank you
Oh,
for
good.
that. And then I'm just going to share just a couple of gemstones that I really like that help with grounding. Your root chakra, all the seven chakras have colors associated to them, and the root chakra is red. When you
Okay.
think of gemstones or crystals, the ones that are associated with that are black and red and browns. So this is black tourmaline, really kind of cool crystal. You can see some of the different like
Yeah.
striations in there. Looks like coal, but it's so much better. and that it's a very protective stone. So if you're really feeling negative energy, it's a good one just to have around you. Kids who have nightmares could have this like next to their bed,
Yeah.
and it's just going to help like take that negative energy and transmute it into positive. And it's
Huh.
also really good for well, I'm blanking, EMF,
Oh.
electromagnetic field energy. So anything that's coming over Wi-Fi and our laptops and computers can actually help block that negative energy by having
I
this. So
love
I've got
that.
this in my office.
I do too. All the ones that I had purchased, have them like lines up, and I hold them at different ones I hold at different times of the day. I'm cutting you off, but I love the cards that come with it to explain it to me, because since you do this all the time, you very naturally know which ones are which. I'm starting to learn because I have those super helpful cards, because I'm like, oh my God, I'm feeling this way. Which one is going to help me? And I go and I grab it and I just sit with it. And it really does help so much.
Oh,
It
I
does.
love that. Yeah. So
Yeah.
for anyone who's watching, I sell jewelry that I make, and I also have crystals, and I have like intention bundles. Andrea, I think you got the one that was protective and grounding,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So it comes with 5 stones. The black tourmaline was in that.
Yep.
And each one has its own little information card that talks about the chakras associated with the key properties of the stone, and a little more description of the energy healing, along with an affirmation. Because I can't remember it all either. I mean, I definitely remember like
it's a lot of them.
yeah, I remember the high level, but all like the descriptors, I can't remember all that.
Yeah.
So I gotta write it down.
Yeah, no, I love having the cards there, and like I said, I have them lines up in my office so that I can grab it, and like throughout the day I'll hold different ones, like for depending upon how I'm feeling, and it really truly helps. It gets me through my day.
That.
So
I love that. You should see my desk. I probably have like maybe 30 over here.
I love that so much. Oh, that's awesome.
I'll just share one other one today.
Yeah.
Smoky quartz. It's a brown stone. I actually have a ring with it as well. I have a few different pieces that come with smoky quartz. This is just my go-to if I feel really anxious, kind of that gut, that feeling in my gut that just, I don't even know how to describe it, but it's like bad butterflies, right? It's like bees. It doesn't feel good. And this is one that I just automatically gravitate to, and I just hold it and play with it, and it just helps calm me down.
I love that.
And again, it's taking me out of my head and into something very tactile by just playing with it, along with the energy that the crystal has.
Brings from it, yeah.
I just wanted to share a couple of those.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you sharing it. I think it's me just as a person and also as a therapist, I love things that help us, like you said, tactile things that help us to hold on to something. It's why I shared this for breathing. It's why I shared that I hold the crystals, because I think we're so used to going into this panic mode and reaching for our laptop to go on like WebMD or Google whatever the answers to something, or go and grab our phone in a panic mode to like ask someone a million questions or lean on support, when being able to help yourself in the moment is so powerful. So I think, like you said, even grabbing a crystal and holding on to it even for a little bit, regrounding yourself. I'm big on that. I'm big on it because it gets my hands to not be at the laptop or on the phone otherwise.
Yeah.
So.
That's a really good point. And the other thing, just along those same lines, is again, when we're having those feelings, we're in our head. Some people struggle with meditation, right? Because you've been told meditate and quiet your mind.
Yep.
In reality, it's impossible to quiet your mind. Even when you meditate, it just is. So having something physical that you can touch while you're breathing, like breathing, I love that because you're focused on that versus focused on your thoughts, or having something tactile, or even just like rubbing your hands together and feeling your fingerprints.
Yes.
Any of those tactile things will it's just like one more trick or whatever to get you out of your head.
I love that. Hi, Danielle, my friend Danielle. Anella and I watching. Hi, Anella Bella.
Hi.
Her niece. Hi, Anella. One of the things too, so I'll be honest, I was not a big meditator for like a very long time. I'm like, I can't do it. I have so much going on. I'll never be able to like sit there at all. Yeah. There's no way. But I realized some mindfulness exercises that are more guided. One of the things that I do like a body scan, starting from like feet up all the way up into the top of my head. And I also do mindful eating. Have you ever done that before?
No, tell me.
Yeah, that's a big one I use, and I teach a course on it actually. When I teach a course on substance abuse, actually, grabbing cracker, apple, whatever it is that you want to eat, for me, I'm usually digging in my food.
Mhm.
Like, can't wait to finish the meal. But mindful eating is being able to like first look at what it is that you're going to be eating, right? Let's say that it's an apple, it's a green apple. How shiny is it? How hard is it? How soft is it? Is it clean? Was it cleanly washed, right? Looking at all those components
Mhm.
before you go to
Yeah.
eat. Then going to eat it. How hard was it to bite into? How soft was it to bite into, right? Am I tasting it sweet at first? Is it bitter right away, right? How long does it take me to chew certain things? And being super mindful as you're eating. Of course, some things you're going to be able to like do a little bit better than others.
Sure.
But it's one of the things that I think is really helpful for us to be aware of what we're doing. Like I said, I've done it with substance use and abuse courses before that I've taught, but I have the class participate with me because I'm like, it's something that we could do each day, right? Even if we're sitting down for breakfast or for dinner,
Mhm.
bookends to your day and being mindful, even if it's just one bite at a time, you know?
I love that. Actually, I recently heard something very similar.
Mm,
Maybe I just didn't know it was called mindful eating.
yeah.
But as you take your bite, to close your eyes, which might feel silly, but if you're with family, who cares, right?
Yeah.
Close your eyes, and that way you're really focused on your sense of taste and you're
Hmm.
blocking out everything else. So, kind of the same or something you might
Yeah.
incorporate with what you're talking about.
Yeah. And I love that. And I think, like I said, just doing it to almost like as bookends to your day, you know? Making sure that we're having breakfast in the morning is so important too. So it'll encourage you to do that and eating that a healthy meal at night to kind of wind down for the day. But it's definitely one that's been helpful for me too, you know, as you're enjoying like the meal that's before you. So yeah, it's a fun one. Are there any other, I guess, things about chakras or crystals that you want to share with anyone tonight?
I will share with you I don't know if I want to go through a whole meditation right now unless you
That's
want
fine.
to, but I think I'll kind of talk through one that could be helpful for people to do afterwards. And it is for grounding. So I'll just kind of talk through the idea of it. And then, you can literally just do this at your leisure and just think about it,
Mm,
visualize it, that kind of thing. So when you're thinking of getting grounded and helping, through overthinking, anxiety, worry, all those things that have to do with your root chakra. You really want to focus on, the base of your spine, and you can imagine cords coming off the bottoms of your feet or ropes,
mm,
as well as the base of your spine. So almost like a tripod. You've got 2 feet, you've got your base of your spine, and picture ropes going all the way down, digging into the earth, all the way down to the very core. And it can
yeah.
take you however long you need to get down there for these ropes. And then I like to picture it getting tied on a crystal. It could get
Ah,
tied around a rock, anything to anchor it to the core of the earth.
yeah.
And all of your negative energy is going to go down those cords. Like you breathe in, you're breathing in life force energy. As you exhale, all that's going to go down the cords, down into the earth, because Mother Earth is so powerful. She's going to take that energy and she's going to
Away.
transmute it into positive, and then she's going to send it back up to you. So it's going to come back up the
It's
cords,
positive.
positive energy, calming energy, peaceful energy, and it's going to come up through the bottoms of your feet. You might feel it like tingly, or you might visualize it coming in as like white light. And
Mm,
it's going to come up your legs. You can picture it kind of swirling around. It's going to come up to like your thighs and your hips. And when it gets to the base of your spine, it's hitting your root chakra. And you can visualize or just imagine that chakra
healing.
glowing bright red.
Yeah.
And then I love to use the mantra, I am, or I am safe, because that is what we are needing to embody.
Operating off. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then you can just keep imagining, with every breath in, you're pulling that positive energy up, all the way up, out your arms and up the top of your head. And you can just keep imagining it coming up from earth and lighting up that chakra. You can continue that mantra, I
Yeah.
am, or I am safe, as long as you need. I mean, 5 minutes could be plenty, seven,
Right.
10 minutes, but just until you feel that peace and calm take over, and it will.
I
And
love that.
if you're in your head, just repeating that mantra will help you focus on something else. So it'll
Yeah.
really help calm you down.
I love that. I'm going to do that tonight. like right before I go to bed. Since I know what I do in the morning, this is a good one for me
Yeah,
at
let me
night.
know. Let me know how you like it.
I will. I'll have anybody too. I'll share like for anybody that does it too, for them to leave us a comment to let us know for sure.
I'm working on a meditation for it that I will have on my website. I don't have it ready yet, but I'll have it with music and everything available to help you.
You're always working so hard. You have the best. If you guys don't follow, I'm telling you, follow Kim because she has also the best reels. Like you are the queen of reels. You have the best videos. Like I love it. I love watching your stuff, and I love watching you grow. And
Well, I'm
everything.
a learner at heart, and I took an amazing class to learn that. I didn't. That was just not osmosis.
Well, you're doing great. So
Thank
keep
you.
it up. Well, listen, it was so fun spending the Sunday night with you for a little bit here, and I thank you for sharing that meditation. I'm hoping everyone else joins in it too. I know I will tonight, and I'll
Yeah,
let you know how it
absolutely.
goes.
I love seeing your face. It's been a minute.
Yes, you too. I know, too long. Hope to see you again soon.
Okay, bye.
Be well. Bye, Kim. Have a good night, everyone.